And welcome back, because I just listened to the last track here. I just listened to Flambe, and now we're going to move on to the next track, because you guys heard it leading in there, right? You guys heard that. So the next track is Spider of Destiny. These track titles sometimes. Yeah, this album has been very surprising. Actually, I mentioned it during the last video. I mentioned it during the song. But when I was first getting into Zappa and trying to understand his music, listen to his music, etc., etc., I'm probably completely wrong, but I know for a fact I didn't see an overwhelming recommendation for this album. Is there a reason? Because so far this album is, not that I've listened to a lot really, but it's just like instrumental bliss. This is something that probably as a first album, when it was hard for me to get into like the comedic side, the silly side of the lyrics and stuff, this is probably or this would have been a great entry point album. Now I'm used to it, so it doesn't matter either way, but I'm just finding this really enjoyable to listen to. So let's go ahead and listen to the last few seconds of Flambe, because obviously those drum rolls were leading into the next track, which is Spider of Destiny. Let's go. See, you hear that reverb on the bass? I like that piano collapse. And then that's leading into the next track, Egyptian Strut. Okay. Spider of Destiny, sorry. Spider of Destiny feels like this. I mean, it feels like a connective tissue really between the two tracks, but it's just this very guitar heavy, kind of sprawling and crawling. I mean, it reminds me of a spider now that I'm thinking about it. Kind of low to the ground, kind of sneaking around. I love all those hits that are kind of like orchestral hits, and they really sound like little mini cannonballs being shot out of a cannon. They're just very explosive. Ruth comes in once again to give the the atmosphere of the song and the track a little bit of lightness. But that's just a guitar heavy follow up to the jazz heavy track before it, which I find once again just really refreshing. This album is so cool to listen to. Is like, where does this album? I know that Zappa has like hundreds and thousands of albums, but where does this album as a whole compare to the rest? Because I've only heard, I guess, 2 albums really by Frank Zappa, but this is like, I don't want to say like ahead of time like this is my favorite because we haven't even finished it, but just listening to the tracks that we have, this is just so strong. Or maybe all his material is just so strong that me looking at this and being like, wow, this is amazing, and maybe you guys are like, it's okay, but it's nothing compared to like some of his other work. Maybe I'm completely wrong just out of not hearing more and ignorance. But either way, I guess that just shows the quality alongside the amount of music that Zappa and everyone put out there. But yeah, really like the guitar heaviness on this one, which, like I said, just feels like a nice follow-up to the jazzy vibes of the last one. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the track. You can let me know in the comments down below. You can follow me on Twitter, support the channel on Patreon. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys later. I don't know why I did this. Bye.